Hello, Spartans. We're back in for another week of e-learning. And this week for home maintenance, we're going to go through some electrical wiring processes the next couple of weeks. Our first assignment this week is to go through and do an electrical energy usage audit on the place that you live at. And this is really easy to do. If you look at my screen, you can see that I'm in the electrical wiring tab in my modules. And right here it says electric uh, energy usage WPS4 document. This is just simply a connection for directions. So if you click on there, you'll find that, there we go, it downloaded. And it goes through the process and says, here's where we need to go. We need to go to www.wisconsinpublicservice.com. We'll go ahead and hit the link. And it has on here the rest of the directions for getting to where we need to go. It's a little easier to show you how to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and connect and click on Wisconsin Public Service. Try that again. There we go. So it gets you to this part of the site, and you can see on here, you're like, okay, where do I go? It's changed quite a bit over the years. But if you come up in here to where it says residential, we're working at saving energy. So we'll hit save energy. Now down here under the saving energy tab, you can see there's lots of opportunities to look at different things. We're going to go in here to the home energy calculator today. So click on that. And we're looking at electric appliance calculator. That's what we're looking at doing because electric appliances cost us quite a bit of our money when we look at our energy bill. So taking a look at electric appliances, you can see that there's lots of different things that can be on here that may or may not be in your home. So how do we fill this out? Not too hard to do. You just have to understand what these columns mean. So the easiest way to do that is to pop over here and hit click on help and information. And it basically takes you through the process of how to go through and use this. So for instance, in usage, average amount of time you use the appliance. So if you know the approximate hours, that works real well for filling that in. The typical wattage, that is, right next to the next column. If you know the wattage of the appliance, great. It's usually on the label. It says, hey, here's how much you're using and so forth. Sometimes the wattage is not there, but for the most part, it works well. Otherwise, you can use just the typical wattage that they have on the list. Dollars per month is the approximate cost per month you're paying to run that appliance. So you take a look at your monthly cost of a coffee maker, whatever it might be. It's going to give you that as well as looking at that average of being a yearly cost. So that's what the next two columns here are. So it's pretty straightforward. So let's take a coffee maker. Most homes have a coffee maker in there. Looking at my wife's usage, because I'm not a coffee drinker, I know she has the coffee maker on for about 2 hours. So 2 hours a day. You can see that the typical wattage there is about 1050, which is probably right. If I know, for instance, that my wattage use is 900, I can just come in here and change that. So it gives me that option to go 900. And now it'll change that automatically. But you use the wattages that are here by default, unless you can look up and know what the different wattage is. You can see monthly it costs just for energy, not for coffee, just for energy, $587 a month times 12 months. That is $70 a year. Dishwasher, it says 3 loads per week, not including the hot water. So now it's just looking at the electricity. So again, the dishwasher, let's say I use the dishwasher once a day. You can see right here we got hours per day, minutes per week, hours per week, and hours per month. So let's say hours per week. We run our dishwasher, let's say 3 times a week. So hours per week, our dishwasher runs for approximately 3 hours. So that's going to be 9. 9 hours per week, that's 1800 is our typical wattage for that. And you can see that here, it's $90 per year to run just electricity in the dishwasher. Again, That's only electricity, does not include hot water costs and other things. But go down the list, fill in what you can. Like you may have a chest freezer, or maybe you have an upright. Microwave oven, you probably have one of those. If you have an electric oven, you can use that. If it's a gas, well, then don't fill it in. And fill in what you can as you go through the process. When you're all done, you can go ahead and and do the update, and then just take that information that you found for the cost per year and just share it with me. And you might find, for instance, your monthly consumption might be $200 in the cost of all these appliances. Why are we looking at going through this process? Well, to have you look closer at your electric appliances you use at home. Maybe it's a television you have on quite a bit, and you can cut down the numbers of hours per day on that. Or maybe it's a video game. There's different things that we can take a look at and decreasing our costs. But again, the way we normally hand this in, we take a snapshot of what we have here, and then go ahead and share that with me. And again, if you snapshot with your Google Chromebook, you save it as a PDF and then email me that PDF as a shared document. Um, I'll get a good look at it. But again, right here in the bottom is the totals, and you can see that's kind of what we're looking at. Any questions, feel free to email me.